Now it's time for episode 1, part 2 of Bold TV Reviews. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to Bold TV Reviews, episode 1, part 2. This is my top 5 TV series of all time.
It's going to be terrible.
It's not going to be terrible. Right, I'm going to dive straight in. No messing about. Number 5, we're wearing it, is Cobra Kai. You can't knock that.
No, I can't.
It's a nostalgic nod.
I can't complain with Cobra Kai.
Get in! It's a nostalgic nod back to our childhood, right? We're both
We both learned the crane
around the 40 mark. So we both learnt the crane kick as a kid.
Yeah, I can still do it.
I could pull a hamstring trying. So, but Karate Kid, it's the nostalgia that gets me. It's absolutely brilliant. And the little nods back to the film.
The montages, the 80s music. That's what it's all about.
The only thing missing so far is Dutch.
Dutch,
But it'll never come back.
Dutch is Steve McQueen's kid.
Steve McQueen's kid, yeah.
He's too obsessed with his racing cars,
Yep,
isn't he?
yep.
So
He's got no interest
They've
whatsoever.
got everyone else back, including, I couldn't believe they even got his girlfriend from...
Yes, the ginger one from Karate Kid 3.
Yeah, it was terrible, to be fair.
Oh, not well.
They need to get Ali back a few times. They need to get Ali back again, don't
She's
they?
busy though, isn't she?
Yeah, she's busy doing the boys on Prime.
The boys, yes,
Yeah.
the boys.
Yeah, I can't get into that.
I've watched season 1 of The Boys. Kind of enjoyed it.
I don't get
It
it.
was okay. I don't really get it either.
It's meant to be some absolute obscene.
Yeah, I think season 2 gets really obscene.
But
I mean, episode 1 when the fast one runs through a woman. Wow.
I understand that.
Unbelievable.
I understand it all, and I can see how it could be fun, but it's just not for me.
It's
But Cobra Kai certainly is.
Cobra Kai is the bomb because, as I say, it's that nostalgic nod back to our childhood.
It makes you question: was Johnny the bad guy all along?
Johnny was never the bad guy.
Daniel was.
Daniel was always the
Played
bad
on
guy.
it.
Daniel LaRusso is a knob.
Yeah, he
There
is.
you go. I've said it. I'll say it out loud. He's a knob.
The Sam thing annoys me because it's like I hate McGow. I like Robbie.
Whiny.
I hate McGow. I quit karate. I like karate again. You know, it's too much.
See, I can see where it's going, Cobra Kai. So, you know, Anthony, LaRusso's son.
Terrible character.
Absolutely terrible character. That's the next Karate Kid movie.
You're
Telling you, that's the next Karate Kid movie.
What when they had Little Bow Wow?
Yep.
And they did the new Karate Kid. And what was it? Who was Mr. Miyagi?
I don't know. It was Jackie Chan, wasn't it?
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a way to ruin a film franchise. That should have stopped.
They did that with the girl Karate Kid.
Never seen it.
They're
Never
talking
seen
about
it.
getting her. They're talking about the fact that could be Tori's mom. Who is it?
I don't know. I've never
$1
seen
Baby.
it.
What's her name?
I've never seen it.
I can't remember.
It's a $1 million baby.
We should know that, really.
You should. I mean, you should probably look that up while we're here. Yeah. Right, I'm going to honourably mention, because you seem to have a list of 9 for a list of 5, so I'm going to do an honourable mention, which we were just talking about, and now has completely slipped my mind. What were we going to honourably mention?
It was Hilary Swank, by the way.
Hilary Swank, that's it.
Yeah.
What were we going to honourably mention? We were just talking about it, not on video.
I can't remember what we were going to...
Oh no, is this bad?
Yeah, everything I said I was going to honourably mention, he shot down in flames, which was... I like Gangs of London.
Gangs of London.
Which is coming soon. Season 2.
I enjoyed Gangs of London, and it was very, very bingeable. Caitlin Stark was good in it, but as far as I remember, she's the only character left. Everybody else is dead.
Yes.
She's the only one left. I do not think John from the Peaky Blinders is alive.
No,
you
I
seem to
think that's what they think is...
You seem to think he's alive.
They wouldn't kill him off. The real Joe Cole, his name is.
The real Joe Cole.
Yeah, the real Joe Cole.
Who's not from Birmingham.
I can't remember what you were going to honourably mention. That's
Normally,
terrible.
that's really bad, isn't it?
It wasn't long ago.
No.
We were talking about it.
It was literally 5 minutes ago.
It might come back to you.
It might come back to me. Anyway, so, number 4.
Yeah.
We've just mentioned it.
What?
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, I know, I get that. But again, another one where it was way too long. There's a film coming, I hear.
Ooh. Yeah. Film wraps it up.
The last season was...
Can we give spoilers on Peaky Blinders? I'm sure everybody's seen Peaky
The last
Blinders.
season's not great.
Yeah. Well, that noise was weird. I would not do that noise again.
The last season was
I don't know, man. I quite liked it.
And again, it is phenomenal. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
it is so untruthful.
You played the Italian baddie so well.
The Peaky Blinders, like, were in Birmingham for about 4 years, 5 years max. They did never get into politics.
No.
They never made loads of money.
No.
They were little rapscallions.
They were.
And that was about it.
And they stopped at World War Two.
Yeah, I don't think...
Fizzled out by World War Two because they all got caught up and died.
Although I have done the Peaky Blinders tour with Carl Chin, walking around Digbeth. That was good fun.
Did you get stabbed?
Yeah. I had faggots and peas after. Yeah, so, you know... I think they're
again, for us, it's a bit of a nod. I've been to the Black Country Museum about 27,000 times. I grew up
You can pull
10
off a
minutes
cap
away.
as well, can't you?
I can pull off a flat
cannot.
cap. No, he looks like a barra boy.
Look like Dalboy.
A little bit Del Boy-esque. I'll give you that. So far I'm doing well, yeah? You're happy so far? Cobra Kai, Peaky Blinders.
Those probably make my top 10 to 15. I take this thing very seriously.
Look, Yellowstone's not coming in my top 5.
I take everything so seriously that I have notes on my phone about what I've got yet to watch, what's coming, and what I think I might want to watch again.
And if you check our Instagram, we update everybody with what's coming up and the dates that they're coming out.
I remember the honorary mention.
Oh, go on.
Squid Games.
Squid Games!
Season 2 coming soon.
Squid Games, right. I went on a holiday for a week to Torquay, and the Airbnb we stayed in had Netflix included. And I was like, should we try this Squid Games? And I was away with my parents and my wife, and they all went, sounds rubbish. Sounds rubbish. We ordered a Chinese, nothing to do with the fact we're going to watch Squid Games, and I stuck an episode on. Literally, my mother could not take her eyes off it. It was like, should we watch another one? It's like, Mom,
such a good concept.
It's 11 o'clock at night, you want to watch another episode? Yeah, just do one more. I've never known my mother binge watch anything. We managed to do it in the week, and literally, they were enthralled by it. My old man, he's as black country as they come. He loves watching sport, a bit more sport, and some more sport, and Emmerdale Farm. That's pretty much what they watch. It's just called Emmerdale now. I don't know, Emmerdale Farm when I watched it. And he was like, you're going to put that thing on where they all die? I'm like, yeah, I'll put it on for you. But yeah, Squid Games, honourable mention. It's not in my top 5 because...
It's one season.
It's one season. It needs a couple of seasons.
Great idea.
And I'm a little bit scared about season 2.
Do you watch it with the subtitles?
We
with
watched
the original language.
We watched it dubbed.
Dubs is great, isn't it?
Dubbed is great. Yeah.
I watch it dubbed with subtitles. Fact about me, I watch everything with subtitles. Yeah, people who use my Netflix, and I have a lot of leeches, have to turn the subtitles off.
Shouldn't share your Netflix either, that's illegal.
Don't do that. I don't want to miss anything, so I watch everything on subtitles.
The only thing I will say, if you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out. Episode 1, you'll be focusing on the fact that the words that are coming that you can hear are definitely not coming out of the mouth that's making the movement. All right? The dubbing is absolutely terrible.
It's like an 80s com film.
It's like a puppet going on.
It's bad.
It's like a ventriloquist.
But that goes.
It definitely goes.
And there's a lot of fish at the start.
It's
fish, he's picking up bags of fish.
It's very strange.
Some weird stuff.
It's odd, but oddly brilliant. So it may slip into the top 5, depending on what season 2 is all about.
Very good.
Now I'm hearing season 2 is not dubbed. It is subtitles only.
That's the way that I think the writer or the creator wants you to watch it. Because he doesn't want you to miss out on or get anything lost in translation.
I find it difficult because if I'm going to read something, I read a book. I don't want to read the telly. I watch the telly to switch off.
Some people aren't as clever as other people where I can take what's going in and read things as well.
I can't.
Yeah.
Right then, number 3. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, we're making good time actually.
Stranger Things.
Oh, I see that. Yeah. It's in my top 10. It's in my top 10.
Hang on. You had a top 5. You had an honourable 4 mentions, and now you've had Squid Games, Peaky Blinders, Cobra Kai, and that you've got 14 series in your top 10.
Take TVs and movies very seriously.
I know, but you can only have 10 in your top 10. You can't have 14. Anyway, so I'm going to go Stranger Things as my number 3.
Stranger Things does just get better season after season.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
If you were born in the 80s, were you born in the 80s?
I was born in the 80s, thank you.
I just caught the 80s. Exceptional TV, you're talking...
soundtrack.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Computer games, Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah.
bikes.
Walkman.
Push bikes. Walkmans. Yeah, mate, if you've got a Walkman knocking about now, you can sell them for about 50, 60 quid.
Because of Stranger Things, probably.
Yeah, mate, it is so good.
Brilliant series. As you say, it does get better and better. The last series...
It gets darker as
well.
well.
A lot of people were like saying, well, what was the bother with all the Russian thing? And that went on for too long with Hopper. But I think that needed two separate channels. Two separate storylines, effectively, which then touch back together to form one story going forward. It's a shame. Do you think the ginger girl is dead?
No, she's not dead. Max. No chance.
I'm rubbish at names as well, so...
I don't think Eddie's dead.
Eddie's definitely dead. Eddie's dead.
Yeah, well, Eddie died.
Eddie's dead.
But they say...
What a way to go.
They say, because I never was nerdy and into... I'm nerdy into some things. But I never really got into Dungeons and Dragons. And I hear that bats can turn you into a vampire. And there's something to do with Dungeons and Dragons. And we're going to get into theories here. Where because he's been killed by lots of bats... Again, spoiler, sorry. He becomes a vampire and then he becomes the right-hand man to... Wagner. And apparently in the Dungeons and Dragons comic, it must be comics.
No, it's a board game, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but there's a story to it. Yeah. He then turns on Vecna, so that could be how it ends. Because Eddie was a big... he's British.
Eddie was a big...
Then again, so was Vecna's British as well, really, in real life, isn't he? He's great. Yeah. And those two are good mates. So very good. Vecna was... And he's a great villain, isn't he?
He is a really good villain.
He's like an 80s Voldemort.
Yeah, / Hellraiser. / Pinhead.
A bit more naked than Voldemort.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Voldemort was a tadpole once.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
He got tipped in the vat.
Frequented train stations.
Very, very, very high on our list is Harry Potter. Wouldn't make my top 5.
What's movies?
In movies. Wouldn't make my top 5 in movies. Because you couldn't pick one.
Mate,
it's Prisoner of Azkaban.
It's a Sunday night. It's December. It's cold. Yeah.
It's the lead up to Christmas.
It's the lead up to Christmas.
It's the lead up to Christmas.
You bang on Sky Movies, and there are other channels out there.
They'll be on ITV. Yeah. They'll be on ITV.
You know, I've got them all on my planner. I've also got them on Blu-ray and DVD.
Your choice of television watching for the next 7 or 8 weeks will probably be on a Saturday night, strictly on one. Harry Potter on 3.
You can't beat Potter on a Sunday night when it's cold. You snuggle up on the sofa.
Cup of
you
cocoa.
Do a Potter marathon. I do it with the kids all the time.
Get yourself some butterbeer.
It's because it is all very Christmassy. It's all very, frogs. And it is exceptional.
Well, I mean, we're going to do this at Christmas films. Is it Christmassy because they have Christmas in every one?
Is it Christmassy because Die Hard is Christmassy?
See, we're going to argue with that one.
But
a little bit.
Potter is exceptional.
It is. Anyway, we've digressed. So, Stranger Things
is
my number 3.
It's a solid choice.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.
Is this where we're gonna sync up now? You got any of mine?
I've got one of yours.
Okay. Is that number 2?
This is difficult, man. This is really hard. I didn't write mine down. I've done mine off the top of my head.
You did no research.
Because I have done research. I've watched them, haven't I? So I'm going to go number 2. Bear in mind, I've just given you a load of grief about 2 episodes, about 2 series. And I've only got 2 spaces left. And I could quite easily put both of them in there. I'm going to put Game of Thrones at number 6.
Game of Thrones at...
I'm going to put Game of Thrones at number 6.
Oh, because it's not your 2.
Because it's not in my top 2.
Oh, no, I get that. And
okay. And the only reason
for that is...
The
ending does drop it so many points.
No, I disagree with that. The ending's fine. Absolutely fine. Shut up. You do know nothing about it. You know nothing, Jon Snow. So I'm going to go number 2, Sex Education.
No, that's a good choice as well. I'll give you that, but...
He's going to have another one in his top 10. He's going to end up with the top 73.
It's not a classic.
It doesn't have to be a classic.
Again, it is annoying because it's like, are Maeve and Otis going to get together? They are, then they're not.
So will she, won't she?
Mate, he should have got together with Ruby, man. She was smoking.
He did get with Ruby. Oh, spoiler alert, sorry.
Stay with Ruby. And you do get Gillian Anderson.
You do get Gillian Anderson being a sex therapist.
Yeah, and she's sexy.
And her fella
she's sexy in that, especially after you've seen her in The Crown as Margaret Thatcher in her fat suit. The Crown is also in a very good...
here we go. There's too many. So Sex Education for me is brilliant. And I've done a homemade tour of filming locations for Sex Education.
What, including the house?
I've pulled onto the drive of the house.
Is it as high as it looks?
It's as high as it looks. It's also private property, and I had to get out of there pretty quickly. But we literally went down the driveway, which is massively long, doesn't show it on the TV, with signs everywhere saying this is private property, keep out. And I thought, nah, I'm doing it. I went straight down onto the car park, had a little mooch about, and then got out of there.
People do all the time.
But it is an Airbnb. You can hire that house.
I bet it's expensive.
It's very expensive.
You're looking at a couple of £100 a night, I bet.
I think we looked at it for, I think it was a long weekend, about $2,000, something like that. Because, I mean, the location of it is phenomenal, because it's in the Wye Valley, Ross-on-Wye. A lot of the filming locations are around there.
Wales?
Ross-on-Wye, no, it's Herefordshire.
Oh, shit.
It's on the Welsh border, right? So, the scene where they're walking over the bridge, Otis and Eric are walking over the bridge with their bikes, they have an argument and they walk off. We've got photographs on that bridge because it is cool and I'm a nerd, and when I like something I go fully all in. I was a prospect once for Sons of Anarchy, Worcester chapter.
I finished Sons of Anarchy and bought a leather jacket. I never wore it. No, I lie. I wore it once. I turned up somewhere and someone said, "Have you left your bike outside?" I left and never wore it again. I sold it.
Did you have a patch?
No, I didn't buy it.
Should have put a patch.
I looked at buying it. What they call it? What's a cut?
A cut. Yeah.
No,
no, you look like a little mini Stone Cold Steve Austin. You couldn't do. You couldn't do a cut, man.
Penguin.
Love it. Absolutely. So you're happy with my top? 2 to 4, 2 to 5 is you're happy.
The thing is, for me, it isn't a classic. I mean, and I
doesn't have to
it's
be a classic.
It's definitely modern day stuff, yeah. But it is very, very good, and I absolutely love it, and I can't wait for season 4.
Right, I'm going to honourably mention another one now.
Okay.
Because we've not touched on it.
Let's see if it's on my list. If I like it, it's going on the list to watch.
Line of Duty.
Line of Duty is exceptional, but if you can talk about Line of Duty, there are some amazing things like Marcella is brilliant. You've not done Marcella.
I went to have a look at it the other day.
Marcella 3 seasons, very, very good.
Impressed,
but Line of Duty, yeah, I get that. It's brilliant, and it is good with what's his name, the geezer, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph,
and the wee baby donkey.
And the wee baby donkey. That is it. That's some exceptional stuff, and I would like to work for AC12.
AC, you want to be a snitch in AC12?
No, I could work for AC12.
No, snitches get stitches.
Line of Duty is very good, and again, it was Who is H, that was that whole thing. We was all in it together.
And the new cast every season, pretty much, because there's a new investigation. You've got your standard stock 5 or 6 people in there, and then you've got your new cast that come in who are being investigated because they're all naughty. I hope it comes back. It's not finished for me.
I think they've got one more season.
There needs to be one more season because we do need to find out who H is, because it's definitely not the Brummie.
Yeah, that was bad. It
was a pretty poor ending.
There was bad casting in there as well, isn't there?
Sometimes, yeah.
It's like, is he H? No, he's not.
Neil Morrissey was weird when he was cast as the limpy one.
He wasn't very good in that.
No. Or Dot Cotton.
Tom Cotton. Yeah, he was really shit.
Dot was bad.
He was really bad.
But, Morgan from Walking Dead.
I'm
really bad with names.
Not as badass in Line of Duty as he was in Walking Dead.
He didn't have a stick. But he did, knock off a few people. So, yeah. Honourable mention there for Line of Duty. Now that brings me on to my number 1. We've already talked about it in his top 5. It's Sons of Anarchy. To the point where I've actually watched Sons of Anarchy from start to finish 3 times.
I do like it when season
3 times.
Season 3, when they go to Ireland, they suddenly change their theme to Irish.
Yes. Brilliant. How on earth... I mean, that series with Ireland in is cool because in America you don't have to wear a helmet when you ride a bike. They had to wear a helmet when they were filming in Northern Ireland. So all of them are wearing bike helmets. It's weird.
One of the coppers in Sons of Anarchy, it's called Taylor Sheridan.
Right.
Do you know exactly who I mean by that?
Yes.
He wrote Yellowstone.
No way.
And they call it the Taylorverse.
Wow.
Because he's wrote in Yellowstone. Wow. He wrote the prequel, which is very good. 1883. It's 1 season. It's on Paramount Plus. Really good, based on a migration across America of some immigrants. Very good. It's like the prequel to the.
How do you turn everything back to Yellowstone?
To the
Dutton
family.
I mean, seriously, you've just probably knocked Sons off my list.
He's also doing
wrote it.
One in the 1900s, which is the early Dutton family, and he's also doing something else. But if you like ranches and things like that,
No.
I think I'm doing a spin-off about the Four Sixers Ranch. Again, some exceptional TV.
What are
Yellowstone,
you
watch
talking
it.
about? What are you doing? No, don't bother. It's a waste of your time.
But Sons of Anarchy does have everything.
It's got everything.
Gangs,
You look a bit like Chucky.
motorbikes. I don't look like Chucky.
He does. He's got a plastic hand. Everything. Ron Perlman, first time of watching Sons of Anarchy, absolutely despised Clay. He was an absolute piece of work. Hated him. Ron Perlman, brilliant actor. Ledge. Honourable mention for Ron Perlman, Capture, BBC One.
Oh, that's bad.
What?
Season one is good. Season 2 I gave up.
How far did you go?
Well, it hasn't finished yet. It's that bad.
No,
I gave up
it's
already.
finished. It's done. You can watch it on Red Button. I was exactly the same.
Oh.
Episode 1, episode 2 of season 2, I'm like, this is racked.
Don't like
What's
the politician
happened?
guy.
Right. You need to watch more because from episode 4 onwards, boom, it's absolutely brilliant.
I get the whole kind of
Brilliant.
idea, but yeah, Ron Perlman was very good.
Class. Second time round of watching it, so much sympathy for Clay. He was just trying to keep his family together, man. Everything he did was to try and keep the family of Sons of Anarchy and his own family together.
He tried to.
And he really, really tried, and he failed miserably because he, kind of
And what
killed
about
too many people.
Katie Seagal?
Katie Seagal, amazing. Brilliant
Gemma Teller
actress.
plays Gemma Teller. Absolutely beautiful.
She was
She is.
She was in Married with Children.
Yes, she was. She was
Back in
Peggy.
the day.
Peggy, wasn't it?
Peggy, yep.
Yeah, she's
Absolutely.
been quite a lot to be fair, but she is really
Now,
good.
what you need to have a look at, which I didn't know until not long ago, is Kurt
The
Suter
writer and creator.
is the writer and creator,
and he plays.
yeah. I don't know his name. I'm rubbish with names. I've told you this.
His name was. He was the guy in prison.
He was the guy in prison, Otto.
I thought this was your number one. You should know that. Yeah, Otto.
Look, I've just said his name. I know his name. I said his name. I was
No,
leading you in
really.
there, yeah? If you've not seen it, you must live under a rock. But you now also need to have Disney Plus to watch it. It's off Netflix.
Yeah, it went off Netflix a few months back. I think.
Yes, it's gone from Netflix, and you can
Everything's on
only
Disney
watch it
Plus.
now on Disney Plus.
Walking Dead's on Disney Plus.
Walking
the
Dead can
Star
stay on
Wars
Disney
stuff.
Plus. See the Star Wars.
We're not going to
thing.
review Star Wars. I can't stand
We
it.
can't. No, we're not going to. The original film 3. Yep. The second film 3. Yep.
It's too many spin-offs. I mean, you've got.
Now it's getting weird. It's
You
getting
got
stupid.
Andor. You had Obi.
The Obi-Wan Kenobi looks good.
My dad's watching that. Tells you everything about it. But I can't deal with that. Like another thing that's annoying. Marvel, an exceptional lineup of movies. Yeah, you do not need to release a new series every week. You know,
I've not seen it yet.
WandaVision,
but-
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Not watched any of them. Not done any
Loki.
of them.
Loki was bad. I didn't like Loki. I tried it. WandaVision was very good. Didn't bother with Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Well, they're pointless characters. They're byproducts.
There's too much. They did the whole Shield thing.
Yeah.
You know, that was an exceptional kind of roller coaster. And I watched all the Marvel movies back to back.
Did you do it?
Over COVID.
Did you do it chronological order?
I did it in-
or film release order.
Oh, I did it chronological.
Same.
So, which meant you watched Captain Marvel second or third.
Something like that.
First one was Winter Soldier. Was it Winter Soldier?
No, not Winter Soldier.
No. It's
Captain America.
Captain America, the first one. Yeah. And then I think Marvel.
The only one I
Then
couldn't.
it's Iron Man 1.
The only,
Then it's
Two Iron Men are right next to each other, which is kind of annoying. Because
Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, then
Iron Man
something
2
else.
is
Then
really
you watch
bad.
Iron Man 3.
Yeah. So we'll do the full list.
We will do a
We'll
Marvel
get you the
review.
list. So if
Marvel
you want to
is
do it
exceptional.
chronologically, you can.
Did you cry?
Right.
Did you cry? Endgame?
Yes.
I think I cried Endgame and
Yes.
Infinity War.
Yes, both.
We'll definitely.
We can't really spoil them, but yes, both films cried. Unbelievable. I know we touched on it a little bit earlier, but Harry Potter cried at that too.
Which bit?
Professor Snape. That's sad.
It is sad.
There's no need for that. He could have lived.
It is sad.
He
But
could have lived.
I think I got sad, but I didn't get,
Oh,
Bruce Willis.
Don't say I've
Armageddon
been
crying.
grubbing about it, but there was something in my eye. It was like watching DIY SOS.
I felt some discomfort watching it.
It's like watching DIY SOS. You always get something in your eye.
Don't watch that.
You need to watch it. Right, we've got 5 minutes left.
Okay.
So you're happy with my top 5, yeah?
I accept it.
I didn't accept his. So, the way I see it, I win. So, my top 5, I need to remember what they were now. So, at 5, what did I go for? Cobra Kai. Of course I did. At 4, it was. This is bad. This is bad.
It's not really a top 5, is it?
Oh, mate, what are you
Peaky
doing
Blinders.
to me? Peaky Blinders. 3 was Stranger Things. 2 was Sex Education. And number 1 was Sons of Anarchy. So we've got 5 minutes. We get in a must watch. And a must watch for, it's got to be, it's what everybody's talking about. It is Dahmer, the monster. Dahmer. It's the same.
Yeah, warning. Don't binge it unless you're a psychopath.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As I said, I watched Interstellar after watching 1 and that was upbeat compared to, you know.
This is how bad it is. The first night we watched 2 episodes and you know, you look at each other and you know when the little thing comes up, are you still watching? We did our own, are you still watching? Because I said to the wife, I said, do you want to watch another one? But in a way that I didn't want to watch another one.
It's really heavy.
We ended up watching an episode of Car Share, Peter Kay's Car Share, just to lift the mood.
Yeah.
Because it was so
One way
dark.
you could do it is you could watch Dahmer, episode 1, then you could watch an episode of Benidorm.
You could.
Which is on Netflix.
That'll lighten you up a little bit.
That will lighten you up.
Now, as I say, so we did 2 in the first night, we did 2 the second night, we did 1 the night after that, because episode 5 was pretty dark. So we literally had 5 left. And Sunday afternoon, we got nothing to do. We'd been out, done everything. So well, let's just finish this. We need to get through this, and we need to finish it. Episode 6, he finished me off. And he couldn't watch the rest.
It's meant to be. They're all about it. It could be award-winning in its own.
Oh, mate, absolutely. Episode 6
I'm on 3.
of Dahmer is just incredibly dark. It's uncomfortable. It's not scary. It don't make you jump. It's not overly gory, because the gore is insinuated more so than shown. But it's a weird one to describe because it is so uncomfortable. You just feel like there's a dark presence in the room, man.
It's heavy. It is. I struggle with the time to watch it because I was watching it when I went to work. I go to work once a week. I'm on the train. I watch it. Yeah, I go into the office once a week. Yeah. And it was depressing me before work. I'm watching it at night, it's depressing me before I go to bed. Watching it, I thought I'll bang one on at lunchtime. It's depressing me at lunchtime.
Dude, we left the landing light. We've left the landing light on every night when we go to bed. Since we finished Dahmer.
Dahmer's going to come and cut your head off and put it in the fridge.
Possibly. Or the last episode, you get a lot of Gracie, which is equally as
They're
dark.
talking about the guy who plays Gacy in that. They reckon that Netflix are teeing it up to doing a John Wayne Gacy.
If they do,
that would be exceptional.
Oh my God, if they do and it is anywhere near as dark and cringe.
Because Gacy was equally bad.
He was worse, man. He was a lot worse.
And he was
he
was even creepier with it. Because I think Gacy never...
He was a clown.
There was no remorse.
Nah.
Whereas Dahmer knew what he'd done was wrong.
His last words, Gracie's last words when he was executed, do you have any last words? Turned round to the gallery full of his victims' families and said, "Kiss my ass." I mean,
I bet he had KFC as his last meal as well.
I think he did actually. I think he did, but he did say his last meal.
Gacy, not Gracie.
Gacy. That's what I said.
You said
No,
got a lisp.
whatever. I haven't got a lisp. So, Dahmer, yes, watch it.
Yeah, get it in
Definitely watch it.
Pace it out. Don't
do
binge
it.
it.
So far, it has been watched for 194 million hours, making it the 3rd most watched thing on Netflix, which is incredible.
Squid Games is one, I think, isn't it?
I think so. I can't remember what the other one was.
Bridgerton.
That was it. I was like, what? Yeah. Never seen an episode, and I never will.
Lisa likes Bridgerton.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. See, I can't do Downton and Bridgerton. Even The Crown, I struggled a little
My
bit.
wife watches anything with vampires and werewolves in.
I used to be a fan, Van Helsing, good film. Good film. Blade?
Nah.
Come on.
Being one of the Marvel movies, aren't they, Blade now?
Well, he is a Marvel character, so he should. But yeah, going back to the Marvel thing, we do, I don't know, jumping around a lot here, but I think they needed to, when they finished the universe, they should have finished the universe, apart from the Black Widow movie, which they needed to do. That needed to go back, that needed to slot in.
I'm looking forward to Guardians
to finish that. Guardians 3 looks like
Thor Love and Thunder was amazing.
Thor Love and Thunder I've only heard bad things about. I've not watched it yet. Doctor Strange, I'm told, is one of the better films in the whole Marvel franchise, the new one.
The first one is, the second one is, the recent one is terrible.
Really?
Really bad.
I literally had a conversation today, someone saying it was their 3rd favourite Marvel movie of all time.
It's bad.
Really? Even with Benedict?
It's bad. Trust me.
Come on now.
Trust me. What's
Who
it?
cameos in it? I've not seen it. You can do the cameos. That's
Spider-Man.
Spidey's in there, is he?
Yeah, I think so.
No, is he? Doctor Strange is definitely in the last Spider-Man.
Yeah, maybe I'm getting confused. It's that bad I can't even remember it.
Anyway, so next week, what are we going to do? What are we going to talk about next week? So we'll do our brilliant review of a new series.
Yeah.
We will also do a rundown of a must-watch, which can be an oldie, a goodie, and we'll also give you a film of the week, and we'll give you some release dates for some of these amazing programs that are coming up, like The Watcher, which you're very excited about.
Yeah, The Watcher, based
I'm
on a
very
true story.
excited about. Blonde, Marilyn Monroe,
Came
that
out
was
today.
very, very good. That has come out today. So we'll catch up on some of these, and we will watch them. And if they're rubbish, you don't have to. We'll catch you next time on Bold TV Reviews.